floors, can't take no more. Stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is showtime, showtime, showtime. La Coupe d'Africaine Season 3, hot on the market. It is day 2 of the group stages. It is Group B. Right now we had Group B start off yesterday. Top 2 teams once again advancing straight to the finals. And it's a real question now of who those teams are going to be. So eyes on the prize for all of these teams so far. We'll take a quick look at the leaderboard before we hop into the game to see how yesterday's games fared, who the top 2 teams are, and what is the potential. Ruthless Esports leading the pack with 39 points to the good, 4 strength in second place, tied with MAZOR at 35 points, and in 4th place Tribe Warriors with 33, NWAAR Esports with 31, and 30 for LELENA, 29 for Limitless, and 23 for Slime 4KT. Remember, the goal is still, if you can't make top 2, you might as well try your best to stay inside of the top 8. That is where you will get into the last chance qualifiers. But as it stands right now, Ruthless Esports, I can't say they have their work cut out for them. It is not even in the slide test. But on the other side, we still have 4 Miracles, Why So Serious, Zen, and Aurora still in the 20s, roughly one great game away from breaking into that top 3. These are the teams you need to be looking out for. Hopefully they don't get swatted out. TERRORSIX Wakanda, unfortunately, still yet to pick up form. But Flake currently sitting in the number 1 MVP slot, as you can all well see. And then you have Ada Limbs for Logic from MAZOR, and the Tribe Warriors also have a man in the mix as well. It is Mandarin, and then Lord is also another one from MAZOR, and then Olsen from LELENA. So these are your current MVPs. I'm pretty sure this is going to change though as we progress. I'm pretty sure these games are going to give us a little bit of a tinkling. We're going to keep our eyes peeled here to see who's going to finish strongly, who's going to come out on top, and who is going to buckle under the pressure. Well, we're about to find out. It is going to be Rondo, first map of the day, and then we are going to have 2 Erangels in back-to-back fashion, match 6 and 7, and then by match 8 we will be wrapping things up to crown our top 2 contenders into the grand final scheduled for this time next weekend. So you already know, coming to the end of the tournament, who is going to walk away with that prize money? We are about to find out right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Coupe d'Africaine season, same path from north to south. This is a big one, huge one. You say so myself. But, still a little bit of a tear in and out for the most part, but there's still a lot of pressure for some of these teams. Ruthless, yes, they are in first place, but the pressure is really, really hefty on them because they can't afford to drop any points. They can't afford to drop any points. And none of those teams in the top 5 can afford to drop any points because that instantaneously means nobody else can have this. 16 teams, top 2 straight to the finals. And by the start of the first game, you start to get a vibe, of who wants it more. In yesterday's game, looks like 4 Miracles here. for Miracles and Slime. Looks like they might be in a little bit of a trade-off here. Looks like Slime are potentially a man short. Yesterday they were a man short. Oh, nice shot from Thugger. Almost getting knocked away there, but he does manage to get the flush immediately as well. Slime with the first body dropped here. Unfortunately for them, Thugger is the one that makes it happen. Blanco has actually been sent back into the lobby. And there is still more ground to cover here. Conquest still is also AFK. King Spider as well. Well, this is not the way you would have wanted to start the game. I can tell you that for free. Conquest is still very much AFK here. This could be a potential big blow for Slime. Thugger does get knocked away, but it's a trade-off. Sphinxy gets the angle on him. But King Spider is most likely going for that recall. Conquest is AFK. Doesn't look like he made it into the game, unfortunately. But we are going to see. But yesterday we did have Slime. Yesterday we did have Slime play with only 2 players. I'm not sure what the idea behind their strategy so far has been of late, you know. Trivial conversations here, but it could be untoward. It looks like TERRORSIX could be in a little bit of trouble for them on their own sides as well. Ooh, Mithra with a spray and a half. Mithra, oh my word. Well, that would have been something special if he had done it all by himself, but it looks like Tribe. Fortunately for them, they have Sun Jing Woo off to make a quick stop at the recall center. But Mithra, is he going to get those eliminations? Doesn't look like it though. Looks like all of those players will be getting picked up from Galaxy, and he is probably going to be sent back and flushed. But that was excellent footwork from Mithra. Tribe Warriors, on the other hand, waiting for him to head back to the lobby so he can be recalled. Jamesy with the finish. And in all that entire endeavor, you know, nobody's getting no eliminations going the way of Tribe Warriors, unfortunately. So right now in the top 5, only four strength have added any points so far. It looks like MAZOR and AURORA was going to be locking horns here. I mean, if you're going to start any game proper, it has to be a rondo game, man. Oh, shot from Super Bon and Super Bon, or Bon S12K. Straight to the dome there, and I guess the job done. TERRORSIX lose yet another, and that is going to be an unfortunate turnout for them. But the recall center is still very much active, and we are having phase 1 of the circle closing out. Angles, bases, everything in favor of the positions that these teams are trying to incur here, because it looks like LELENA do have their sights set on Why So Serious. Why So Serious currently sitting in 10th place. I mean, you know, it really takes one great game, man. It's not even a great game, a good game. One good game changes everything for any of these teams. Slime back to full strength. Why So Serious? Still a man down. I believe it's Power Baby that got knocked away though, but chances are he will be getting picked up. There's a recall center not too far away actually, but and that's there will reposition himself to find it, I think. Okay, I think he was waiting for Power Baby to actually get flushed, and he did. King Tata resets himself again, gets back into the saddle, and tears one through against the guys from Limitless, but they will tear one back. And now he has to come up with a response here. Superborn has been quite pressure on it again to the back end. Good sprays, and immediately there, Honored is unfortunately going to be dropped off, but Malik is there to close things down. Superborn against Beast. Molotov. Ooh, that could be something. That could be really be something right there from Limitless. TERRORSIX. Still have Malik as well playing off. Honor still knocked away. Most likely going to get flushed here because there's no way he gets picked up into the angle there. But ooh, well, he is getting picked up. TERRORSIX are 2-man down actually. So it's very ideal that they wouldn't want to take any more risks here. But Limitless are back to full strength. So they're going to have to think long and hard about how they want to play this, because Limitless will be pulling up immediately as well. Just the old bait and switch. Grenades are already coming through. All it takes is one perfectly launched grenade from 46 and the job will be done. Stallion goes down, and it's bye-bye TERRORSIX Wakanda. Gorgeous game style from Limitless, you know. And interestingly enough, they did start yesterday in first place. You know, I think they did win the Rondo game, right? I think it was them that won the Rondo game, if I'm not mistaken. Well, who won the Rondo game? But I know that Limitless was the first place team at some point yesterday. Them and Tribe Warriors. I think they were the ones that won the. Yeah, I think they won the Rondo of yesterday. But we're going to see if they're going to keep up the back-to-back Rondo performance, because so far they have 6 eliminations, and it's a very good way to start. It looks like exit team are still yet to find their own footing. And they are trying to circle back. Blanco with a spray there. TD Sexy goes back to the lobby. That's 3 up for Slime 4KT. And they're starting to rev up their engines here. And Luffy with a Molotov over the top. And Aztec and Roshi will both go down. Aurora Esports doesn't look like this could be working out for them at all. Son Yun Woo gonna pack into the corner, try his absolute best to turn this around, but it will not be the case. Aurora will be going out. Interesting enough, Colby was cooking in Rondo yesterday. Doesn't look like it's going to be the same case today, though. Tribe have started to add more and more points to their tally. Up to 4 eliminations now. So good shift of the game. Good angles, good position. Olsen is spotted. He takes a hit as well. Take a major dive and sit down. Will sit low down. MAZOR will lose one of their key players at this stage of the match, but still believe he can get recalled. We'll give them a little bit of time to reposition again. Well, MAZOR lose out again. Ryzen is the one that goes down this time. Ooh. Also looking for a breakthrough. Whoa, what a grenade that was. That almost turned everything on its head. And a couple shots there with the SFK from Olsen, but he had no idea there were more bodies in the area from why so serious. And now he surely has to go for the recalls. Two of his teammates already knocked away. You have to make the right choice. And there's actually a recall center in the vicinity, but you know better than to use that one. You would know better than to use that one. And Conquest goes down to the blue, so it looks like he is still AFK. Did not make it into the game, unfortunately. Hopefully, we will see him in the next game. Slime will play as 3 going forward. Galaxy setting up quite nicely, looking for a way above. Ooh, well. Arc Nova once again will bite the dust. Looking like it might be Galaxy's turn. But they do have 4 eliminations already, so could be looking at a single point of entry from that zone. You can see most of the teams do have an inkling of how they want to make their rotations. It is Tribe Warriors and Force Strength sitting somewhat middle adjacent of that circle. Limitless rotating from the northern side. It's a good rotation coming through from Limitless, though. If they can keep their numbers together in the next 2 phases, they have a chance of repeating yesterday, because that was what helped them in yesterday's game, right? They had numbers in the final third. They made sure they had numbers in the final third. It was challenging, but they pulled it off. .46 is on the horizon here. Frozen finally opening the floodgates for Ruthless Esports, their first elimination of this campaign, or this particular match. Looks like Once Series are going to be fighting for their lives here. Can find a way through it. Well, you can see Laser is closing out. He's making the shift. Ooh, looks like it would be from the south side. The southern position would be very ideal for any of those teams looking to make a late rotation. Could work in their favor, but it's all a matter of who's going to execute this properly. As you can see, NWAAR Esports again making the same ideas, and they are looking through. Pain goes back to the lobby. Zen will lose another man as they entered the game with only 2 players. Freeze is looking for a way through though, but can't seem to find one. Ooh, Osha Kid had no idea that was coming his way, as he's gonna get knocked away there. It looks like MAZOR have a plan in motion here. And Zen will finally be escorted back into the lobby. Senyor's trying to close things out there. There's a lot of resources going down there for Ruthless Esports. If they can find a way through this, they might be able to circle around. Ooh, Demonic goes down for MAZOR. And MAZOR, all they have been able to secure here is 2 eliminations. Ruthless have 3. They're continuously adding a little bit more as they progress. All left to load now for MAZOR, and his 1 HP. Manages to escape the onslaught, but only for a few seconds. Spins around again, and he does get honored in that exchange, but unfortunately that will be the end of the road for him as well. Freezy goes up in NWAAR Esports so far. All they've been able to secure. There is ground to cover. Play zone is closing out into phase 5 of the circle. Grenade is tossed through from Frozen. This might be the inkling and position here that Ruthless might use to capitalize on this. 4 Miracles, Ruthless, and Tribe Warriors with LELENA and Galaxy are the only teams with 4 players very much alive here. But I spoke too soon. 4 Miracles under siege, 2 players already knocked away. It doesn't look like they will be able to claw their way back into the game. And Panic is called out as well by Fleek. Ooh, Seiko does get an angle though on the guys from Ruthless Esports again, but Tribe Warriors on the other hand, can they find an angle though? Can they? It's not looking very likely for them though, but they will press forward. NWAAR actually using the terrain to their advantage, but they will have to advance to get a better spot in the zone as Mandarin goes down. Tribe Warriors down to 3 now, but they do have 6 eliminations for all of their hard work. We're down to 10 teams now, 33 players alive. And while looking for a way through, they are using the utilities excellently. But will they be able to cross this treacherous position before they are called out as well? Or called out again, and we move with an angle and a half. Jamesy gets dropped as well. That's 2 from Chongying Woo against NWAAR Esports. 2 players knocked away. It's Sicko, Tomas, and Freezy all sent back into the lobby at the hands of Chongying Woo. And that is the job well done. NWAAR will be sent back into the lobby. And that would be a nice opening for those teams currently sitting below them, but Galaxy on the other hand spotted out by Sphinxy from 4 Miracles. They are defending this position valiantly, having everything thrown their way, but they will not be relenting at all. Good spray, a good position. Well, looks like Slime4KT are in trouble here. I believe Thugger was knocked away there. Well, Blanco gets Shakid knocked away. Luffy will get Frozen knocked away. And Ruthless Esports getting shared by Tribe Warriors and Slime 4KT. Two different angles, two different bases to cover. There is going to be resolve here. Blanco does get the flush onto Shakir. Ruthless down to just a single player now. They have secured 8 eliminations. It's a good start. It's a very good start for today's games. Even if they don't get the chicken dinner, it's a very solid start to today's campaign. King Spider getting dropped by Senior. Bruises esports, and he will be getting flushed as well. Slime down to 2, but immediately spotted out. And that is going to be the end of the road for Slime. They go out in 9th. A couple of eliminations as well to boot things up, but not enough to put them in those interesting conversations just yet. Four Miracles looking for a way through. Austin as well with a spray and a half over to the other side there. Can't seem to get the angles right. But the job is getting done one way or another. LELENA can't afford to make any mistakes here. 4 strength also on the other side. But no team here has 4 players alive. This would be a very good opportunity for them to extend the deficits at the top half. Because right now, Ruthless are getting chased down by 4 strength and Tribe Warriors. As they both look to average a significant double-digit finish here. Goblins looking for an angle to boycott all of the chaos from, but Wraith is going to be spinning through. LELENA spotted immediately by Wraith and instantly punished. 4 Miracles. Up to 9 eliminations now. There is potential for them to add a little bit more. Can they cover their bases? 4 strength go out. 4 eliminations to the good. I'll be stepping into the base. Okay, 9 eliminations, potential for more. Tribe up to 11 now. We're down to 4 teams. I spoke too soon. Looks like Tribe will be up to 12 instead. Sphinx is looking to get that last player from Team Exit. They might have him on dial on notice as well. Wilson goes down yet again. LELENA. They'll be losing out, but Sphinxy finally gets a hand on Exit Esports and shows them the door. Mithra looks to press the advantage. Sphinxy has been spotted and knocked away though. Sun Yu with a drop of his own as well. Tribe Warriors inching closer and closer to getting the job done here. We've got 14 eliminations. A chicken dinner would do them a world of good right now. Grenade is launched. And he might be able to show all the way through. Son Yunwoo spins around again. Might play off the right hand side. Luffy's there. It's a 3 versus 3, I believe. It is a 3 versus 3. Sphinxy looking for a way through again. Good sprays from Sphinxy. And Luffy gets knocked away. 4 miracles. This could be the opening they're looking for. Immediately goes for the flush. And now they have the numbers advantage. 3 versus 2. Goblin will spin over to the side and occupy that brand new territory left behind. And Goblin is going to be spinning out here. Hopefully he doesn't get caught out on this move. But Tribe Warriors still have, might still have an ace up their sleeve, something that they might be able to pull out of thin air in this exchange. A drop and a half. Ace to cover. 4 miracles in trouble. Goblin gets knocked away. They are going pound for pounding this. Oh, Wraith got a little comfortable there and he's punished by Mithra. Tribe Warriors have the ball in their court right now. If Mithra can press the advantage. It doesn't look like he will. It looks like they might be getting into the final draft of that rotation that they've got so far. Son Yunwoo's making a push for it. Tries off the left as well. Both teams are just going zone for zone. As Sphinxy spins around as well. It's, both spinning around inside of the circle. Nobody's giving anyone a chance. We'll play zone once again. It's going to be on the move anytime from now. So one of these two teams has to decide who is going to take that risk. Who will take it upon themselves to get the job done here. Son Yunwoo's off the right. Sphinxy might be spotted out there. But he's not. And the Hail Marys start to fall from the sky. Ooh, yes. And he does find one. Can he find the second? Son Yunwoo plays behind the covers. Sphinxy over to the left and to the right. But the shotgun comes out immediately as well. Is he going to be caught? That's a beautiful jump shot. Tries over to the right. But not lucky enough. Son Yunwoo. Tribe Warriors get that chicken dinner with 17 eliminations. And like I said from yesterday, this is a team that you can feel in their play style what exactly they are trying to accomplish. And this might be the first instance of running away with that one of those finalist slots. Yeah, this is what it's looking like. This is a big chance here for Tribe Warriors. Topsy, Mandarin, Mithra, and Son Yunwoo. Son Yunwoo with 11 eliminations. Wow, that's a big one. That's a very big one. Almost having 10k heals. Well, if that's not something special, I don't know what is. 88 knocks as well, 76 eliminations, 2 grenade limbs, 53 assists. It's probably going to be the highest we have today. And then 1 vehicle elimination. That was absolutely well deserved. 3,300 in damage points for Tribe Warriors as opposed to 2,300 for 4 Miracles, and almost double the amount of points again by a margin, 27 points to 17. A big game for Tribe Warriors, looking very confident in the way they have started today's match. And that's a fantastic riff, a very fantastic drop. First game of the day, 17 eliminations. It doesn't get any better than that. Sun Yu-Woo, MVP, well deserved. 11 eliminations, 1,200 damage points to the good. He did have 9 knocks. He did survive. I believe that was 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes on the clock. And let's take a look at that. Sun Yu-Woo, 11, 4 for Sphinxy. Top C in the 3rd place with 3 eliminations and 1,000+ damage points. Goblin also with 1,000+ damage points. And then we have Blanco from Slide, 4KT with 4 eliminations and roughly 600 in damage points. Well, that's a very good start, a very good shift. We take a look at that. It's 27 points for Tribe Warriors. That's a big jump. 17 for 4 Miracles, Limitless with 10, Ruthless, Esports and LELENA sharing 9 apiece, Galaxy and Exit and Slime 4KT 7 apiece, Force Ranks with 6, MAZOR and Why So Serious with 3 apiece, NWAAR with 2, AURORA with 1, and Arc Nova Legion is in the conversation. Unfortunately not. Zen Esports and TERRORSIX Wakanda, no points on the board for either of them. And the MVP race continues. Sun Yu-Woo has now catapulted to the front with that masterclass performance, but the damage points are not too far-fetched between him and Logic from MAZOR. And Top C is also in the conversation with 10 eliminations of his own. Senior and Fleeke join from Ruthless Esports with 13 and 8 respectively. Tribe Warriors, and now they have started to look dangerous. 60 points to the good. Ruthless with 48, 4 Strengths with 41, 4 Miracles with 40, and LELENA with 39 apiece with Limitless Esports. MAZOR with 38, NWAAR with 33 inside of the top 8. And top 9 gives you Slime 4KT. 10th is Why So Serious, AURORA in 11th with 22 points, Zen with 21, and Galaxy with 14, Exit with 13, TERRORSIX with 10, and Arc Nova with 3. Currently sitting at the bottom of the barrel, but they still have a chance to redeem themselves. 1 game down, 3 more to go. We'll be right back after the break to bring you more Erangel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the party. It is La Copa Africana Season 3, and it is day 2 of the group stages of Group B. And what a turnout we have had so far. We just saw Tribe Warriors do a masterclass performance there with 17 eliminations and getting themselves that chicken dinner to boot. And that is the best way they could have done it. Couldn't have done it any better than that. Now what they have to do is more of the same. They have to replicate if they want to make sure that they will get those points that will lead them to the finals. This is the chance. This is the time. This is the moment for them to make it theirs. Gotta make the decision, and you gotta make it early though. MAZOR, on the other hand, can't seem to find their way just yet. They've slipped off. I believe yesterday there was a chance. There was a period yesterday where they were in the top 2. And all that just has looks like it might just be slipping away from their fingers right now. And that gap at the top, between the top 2 and the bottom 8, that gap at the top draw starting to look a little bit steeper, than some of these teams would have liked, unfortunately. But that is the way the cookie crumbles. That is the game. If you don't start well, you're gonna have to have some uncomfortable conversations at the earlier stages of the tournament. But we're about to see. Can Aurora get the job done? They started pretty nicely yesterday. Colby and the rest, and Aztec and the rest of the team there, they started very, very comfortably yesterday, but today has not, they didn't really finish strongly either. But fortunately for Slime for KT, they now have Conquest. He was missing in the previous game, unfortunately, but it looks like he will be joining his teammates back in action. As untoward as that might be for them, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Play zone is closing out sooner rather than later, and looks like Slime might be running into the guys from Ruthless Esports, but I'm not too certain if they are aware that it is them in that vicinity. But I think they're aware now, as Blanco has been giving strenuous warning to vacate the premises, and he does. The rest of his teammates will follow suit as well. This doesn't look like the type of engagements that they would be getting into, though. Gonna cost them a lot of utilities, and it's gonna be a little bit too early. TERRORSIX with you've had a really rough go of it lately. Currently sitting at 15. Lucas is currently sitting on the top draw, but looks like they will be setting their sights yet again on Slime here. They gotta be careful. Sidior getting knocked away, but Blanco will be traded off as well. Frozen goes down, and a trade off from Thugger to the other side. The Conquest goes down as well. And it looks like it's a potential here for a 2 versus 1. And Fleeky with an angle and a half there. Slime getting absolutely eviscerated here by Ruthless Esports. They will be setting themselves back to full strength as well. And in spite with a sightline of 1, it doesn't look like he can get the angles on them. The grenade might be getting the job done if his grenade lands first. It does. Ooh, that was very, very close, but that will be the end of the road. The numbers advantage will play in effect. Slime 4KT will be eliminated. And that dream for a top 2 finish continues to slither away. You know, and it's going to be even trickier, you know, because they might not even make it into last chance. Seeing as they're currently out of the top 8. But there's still 2 more games to go, you know, could go either ways. We're going to see if they will be able to mark their territory and mark their way through. Play zone has shifted once again towards that southern side. Looks like we are going to have a military base zone. And everybody has started to make their moves, started to mark their territories and trying their best to get into that military base quickly and effectively without having to lose anyone. You already know by this time the bridge is already stacked up with a lot of bodies. So it's now a matter of who is going to get there first. Why so serious circling back? I believe they did have baby knocked away. Probably gonna go for a rotation. Looks like that might be their plan. We're going to see if that will hold for them, if they will keep that into perspective and hold the lines going forward. Base of the circle already closing down. And now things are about to get even dicier than how we started off. How much time can they afford themselves before they break into song? You know, valid questions all around. But those teams that are already on the military base, they are going to be enjoying this, not having to worry about the rotations, at least for the foreseeable future. Unlike those other teams, I think Aurora is going for a rotation from the western side. And there is a lot to be done. The bridge, is it free for Arc? It looks like it is. They make a quick dash across the bridge unscathed. And it looks like MAZOR is going to be on the other bridge, trying to relinquish control as well on their own part. Sicko is spinning back there. It's caught out by full strength. NWAAR having no idea that they were about to be ambushed. It is unfortunate. Now, they didn't have a contingency ready for that, but fortunately for them, they do have a hovercraft. So that will give them a little bit of an extra boost going into that next phase of the circle. Violence gets caught out as well by Malik. Limitless, still not letting things go, but Ruthless already started off with 5 eliminations here, so it looks like they might be running away with... This might be their game, right? Using this game to run away with things. So this might be the game that gets it done for them. But the pressure is mounting though. A lot of pressure. Zenith now with their hands drawn to unleash some chaos. The rest of the opposition here. That will be the end of the road for violence as well. So when Superbone goes down, as he chases onto that relinquished crate, Limitless are going to have to do a little bit more here, seeing as they've lost one of their players relatively very early, as the play zone is already on the move for phase 3 of the play zone. They have a lot of ground to cover. TERRORSIX Wakanda onto a big draft, to a major draft. And King Tata is going to be very proactive here for TERRORSIX. They do have one elimination so far, but still have a lot to do, ways to go. And MAZOR, on the other hand, not looking too bright. Looks like Ruthless will be descending on them as well, utilizing a lot of utilities here. Grenades, Molotovs, everything coming out the woodwork. But Logic's grenade is going to put a stop to that madness immediately as well. But they will look like they want to breach. Immediately, Logic shuts it down. MAZOR will be going out at the hands of Ruthless. The hands of Ruthless. Ruthless still maintain strength here with 8 eliminations in phase 4 of the circle. This is relatively a perfect start. And Levy goes down for Arc Nova at the behest of Exit Team. It's a good shout. It's a good start. It's a good finish as well. It's all a matter of if they can keep it consistent, if they can do more and more of the same as the game continues to progress. Right now, sitting on the bridge, Lucan and the rest of the guys from Exit Team I'm not sure they're aware that they have no more ops on the other side of the bridge. So hanging on to the bridge could prove detrimental in the future if they don't make their way out of it quick enough. Could hurt them. You know, it's always good to strategize, have a little bit of that bridge hold, but then you don't get carried away and hold the bridge a little bit too long and delay your rotation. I think that's going to cost you. You know, that doesn't pay as much as one would want. Oh, baby, mounts the pressure on TERRORSIX, and it's going to be 4 miracles that will respond in kind. Sphinxy with a spray and a half catches Power Baby off, knocks him clean, and it is going to be left to panic to get him back to strength. But it looks like the play zone is going to have a different plan for them. Will force them out of this position into hopefully what is going to be a better spot, but that will not be as ideal as they would have wanted. They will be losing out yet again. Solid spray from Jamesy though for Galaxy. And Galaxy looks like they might be stepping up to the plate here. As LELENA will be eliminated. We're down to 9 teams, 26 players in the cut. And all looking for a way to get into that final third. Remember, Tribe Warriors, Ruthless Esports, 4 Strengths, 4 Miracles, still very much in the conversation. Senior goes down at the hands of Tribe Warriors. And Ruthless are down to just a man left. 4 Strengths manages some way to get a chicken dinner here. Well, that might be the opening that they've been looking for. Fantastic spray from Kuz though. 4 Strength looking very good. TERRORSIX getting stopped in their tracks, and that's going to be on the road for them. Kuz peeks out. He's getting knocked away as well. Offset is going to be dropped off as well. Little boy is trying to spin away through. Can't seem to find a way at all. Four Miracles dropped out. We're down to 4 teams now, 13 players in the mix. Now we're down to 12 players, still 4 teams. It's AURORA, NWAAR, 4 Strength, and Tribe Warriors. That was a fantastic shot coming through. AURORA lose a man. Looks like they might be losing another one very soon. Mithra, with some ideas, is looking to execute for Tribe Warriors. 12 eliminations so far for them. Surely, with this performance, their fate is already sealed at this point. If they got a chicken dinner back to back, I mean, that might be the job well done. Because they do have 4 players up. They do have all of the numbers. They do have more eliminations as well. They might even be able to do a back-to-back 17 elimination strand. But that is if they do not lose a man earlier on. 4 Strength to lose, I believe, a little player earlier on. They are going to have a breakout. but is it going to be effective? These are the answers. Some valid questions being asked here, but nothing untoward. Your boy's gonna be spinning back. AURORA eliminated, 4th place. Couple of eliminations on the belt, but not the best thing if you are looking for a top 2 finish. Offset is going to go down to Tomas. NWAAR Esports looking very good here. Little boy trying to make sure that he can at least keep 4 strength inside of the final draw. That's a fantastic grenade. Surely the job is done. Tomas getting knocked away by Little Boy. That's a fantastic grenade to shut things down. And now more opportunities provide themselves. Luffy cups in from the other side. And this might be the opening that they have been looking for. If they can find a way through, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Overcraft does come in clutch there, but that grenade from Sun Yin Woo shuts everything down. And Tribe Warriors will take a back-to-back chicken dinner. It doesn't get any better than this. Now this is the definition of running away with it. And they are making a bold run. They are making a major run. Fortunately, they couldn't do 17 back-to-back, but they did 16 this time around. 16 eliminations. 2,500 or 2,400 in damage points. I mean, that is a hefty one, a very, very hefty one for Tribe Warriors here. Incredible performance, very, very incredible performance. $8,500 heals, 56 total eliminations, 32 assists. You know, like I said, that Rondo game is where we're going to have the most number of assists. I can't lie. 32 assists, 52 knocks, 3 grenade limbs, no vehicle eliminations. Good numbers though, very, very good numbers. Ooh, I love the speed. 2,500. Oh, I keep saying 2,500, but as opposed to 4 strength, what a dominant performance. 4 strength with 10 points overall, 4 eliminations. But 16 eliminations for Tribe Warriors. You can tell that these two teams, you know, 4 strengths were more concerned with keeping your numbers up. You know, they were more concerned with that. But Tribe Warriors, again, having their MVP, it is going to be Mandarin in the mix here, getting the job done. 1K, basically 1,100 in damage points, 5 eliminations, 4 knocks, and 30 plus minutes on the clock. Now this was a major player for Tribe Warriors. You can see Sun Yin Woo back in the mix yet again. 6 eliminations. 6 eliminations. Exit team. Oh, Des from Exit team. Oh wow. Well, that's a sight for sore eyes. Shakir from Ruthless Esports still in the conversation, and also Fleeke for Ruthless Esports. So they continuously chase the bag. They consistently add the pressure on. 26 points for Tribe Warriors, 10 for 4 strength. Exit team with 9, Ruthless Esports with 8. AURORA and NWAAR tied at 7 apiece. 6 for Miracle Galaxy Esports with 4, Limitless with 3, and also Why So Serious 2 for MAZOR and TERRORSIX, 1 for Zen Esports, and Arc Nova, Slime 4 KT, and LELENA. Nothing on the board for them. But then we look at the overall MVPs. Sun Yin Woo still leading the charge. 24 eliminations. We're starting to get into those numbers that we've been seeing these past couple of days. Looks like we're starting to see those numbers again here. It's starting to get a little bit evident, but it's a big shot. It's a big swole. 24 limbs, 11 assists, 14 to 8, 11 to 8, 12 to 5 for Logic from MAZOR. And Tribe Warriors having 3 players in here is scary business. 86 points in total, man. I mean, yeah, they're starting to show it. They're absolutely starting to show it. Ruthless Esports chasing behind, but they are too far behind. 30 points, the 30-point gap is absolutely nefarious. 51 for strength, 4 Miracle with 46, Limitless Esports with 42, and a couple of others along the way. Slime 4KT maintain 9th place with 30. Aurora have caught up to them with just a point behind, 29. 28 for YSO Syria. Zen with 22. Exit with 22 as well. Galaxy with 18. TERRORSIX with 12. And Nova Legion with 3. And ladies and gentlemen, that is match number 6 for Group B. 2 games down, 2 more to go. The party doesn't stop here. It goes on and on and on. We're gonna cut right to it. We're gonna have a dose of Erangel and then another Erangel right after the break. So don't touch that dial.
Back without start.
Now the Waterson, Jammo against Hyper. He needs to clear that hill. The boys in yellow. Hyper finds him, shuts him down. And 340, 10 more seconds through that door. The oil one is in. All day goes to make history. Very first land, very first win. 347, 348. Now the contest. The boys in lead. No way through. And they are going to hold it down. So S are your champions.
By Monster Energy and Tenet.
Comfortably, we send them out. We can't sports. Everybody aware that there's someone here.
This is way to end the final games of the night.
guys, it's me Trey, and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking, and so much fun happening. And the best part, it's all free.
Hi guys, my name is Roger and I'm the winner for the Cross Mobile.
Joshua, I won the tournament for Street Fighter 6. Shalom Olatisomi.
Me from our winning friend.
It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won fire competition today. It was hosted by 10 and 80 and Monster.
We need more of this, we need 10 more, 20 more. I did this every day.
I want to say a very big thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for hosting this competition. This has shown me that esports can go far in Nigeria. When I saw the opportunity to compete in this game, I knew that yes, this is it. I can definitely win it, and I came out victorious today.
Huge thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for the wonderful tournament hosted.
I want to thank the sponsors, 10 and 80 and Monster Energy, for bringing such a wonderful event.
Hi, I'm Dilo and I'm live at the 10 and 80 Campus Game Fest right here in Port Harcourt. It's games, music, network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is La Coupe Africana Season 3. And we have witnessed something special in the past couple of games. Back-to-back chicken dinners from Tribe Warriors. And it looks like they may have just done all but cement themselves inside that number 1 spot. Because where it is, does not look like anyone is taking it away from them at all. TERRORSIX coming through a man short. It's not what I would have expected, but it is part of the game here. It's definitely something that could happen though. TERRORSIX on a terror drive. Doesn't look like it would be into much, Joe, but but there's still ground to cover though for some of these teams. Phase one of the circle already on the move here. Already shifting gears. Already causing commotion. Right. Let's see if TERRORSIX are up to the task. I mean, Ruthless, they haven't done enough though to make sure, right? They're still very touchable by 4 strength, 4 miracles, even Limitless, even NWAAR, even MAZOR. One great game from any of these guys puts them at risk, so they need to step up. They need to really step up. But right now, Tribe Warriors, our performance is echoing, you know, the likes of the big dogs that we've already seen so far, from the gauntlet to the wildcard stages, you know, even from Group A, big dog performances, you know.
Towards financial freedom, $3,000. You may be asking, what's the next step? Well, the next step is to introduce 7 other people to this SRC. 7, not 6, not 5, not 7. Because the way you have where you can reduce that 7. And that, friend, is how wealth is built. I'm telling you, man, you make the right decision coming here today. It's the same formula I use, the same formula everyone in the industry uses, and I'm glad you're here. All right, if you're watching this right now, that means you're taking the first and honest step towards financial freedom. You may be asking, what's the next step? Well, the next step is to introduce 7 other people to this SRC. That's right, 7, not 6, not 5.
A little bit of a central position being held by most teams, though, trying to hold that, you know, that middle ground. Pochinki currently empty, surprising, but, you know, it is a strategy being applied by some of these teams. It's a matter of seeing if it's going to play out the way they want, though. That's the real question here. Well, Arc on the receiving end of something diabolical again, this time from Limitless. And Nova losing out relatively very quickly yet again. Limitless starting as you mean to go on. So very good start. 2 eliminations so far. You know, putting the rest of your opposition on the back foot early. Slime 4KT on the move. And now they were sharing a little bit of an apartment there with MAZOR, but doesn't look like that's going to be the order of things here. Pretty sure they know it's MAZOR by now, right? Pretty sure they know. They know it's MAZOR for sure. Well, 3-1 split central from 4KT. Could be a draft in here to see. But Ruthless Esports, they've already started once again. They've started dropping bodies quick. I mean, dropping the bodies quick, you gotta respect that still. But yeah, the play zone is more centered towards the northeastern side. You know, Severny, just east of shooting range, a little bit of a compound outside Severny that will house NWAAR and possibly Why So Serious as well. And then, you know, a little bit of the east of Yasnaya there. Ruthless and Slime looks like they're gonna do the three-peat. Looks like they're gonna lock into each other again on that corner in the northeastern side of the bridge, just leading outside of Yasnaya. It's a good position to hold, though. It's a very good position. Yeah, you can see that it's already going down. Thugger with the first drop on Shakid, but looks like Slime actually have this one on lock this time. What a spray from Conquest. We're going to the corner as well. Spins right through, tries to check it in. That will be another one courtesy of Blanco. He packs that one down. Looking try to circle back again. Gets the drop on him. Thugger does get knocked away. Senior goes down as well. Conquest. This might be the vengeance that they have been searching for. Frozen, the next one to go down as well. And over again, try to spurt through. Spins again. Shot is good from King Spider. King Spider throwing his webs at the ops right there. Slime 4KT getting the job done this time around. 6 eliminations in one fell swoop. Well. Looks like we may have written them off a little bit too soon. But it's very good. It's a very good shift. Major shifts, very major shift in performance there. Oh, that's a solid grenade. Blanco trying to force out. Hopefully they don't get caught out by MAZOR though, because MAZOR might want a piece of this action. They might want a piece of this third party. That would have been something special, but Blanco is there to get the job done. And as I spoke, MAZOR immediately pulling up to the scene here. But doesn't look like it's going to yield much though, because Thugger, I believe, and one of the extra players from 4KT was able to get a handle on that. Playzone has shifted though towards the western side. Severny has been cut out, so everyone will have to make a play for it and get themselves into a much better position right now. And Tribe Warriors on the receiving end of something that they were not expecting. Luffy goes down, I believe, to Superbon. Limitless still having their hopes up, not letting this one slide. Still a little bit of Severny in the zone there, contrary to what I expressed earlier, but you know, still not the most comfortable of drops. As you can see, 4 strengths now putting their best foot forward onto the guys from Zen Esports. Pain goes down as well, gets dropped from a high cliff back into the lobby. So Wu and the rest of Tribe Warriors, it looks like they've got a hovercraft to work with here. And this might get the job done for them, giving them a way of rotating out of danger, but I don't see how that's going to work though. I mean, there's no water anymore in the zone, so that's tricky. But Four Strings pulling up onto Slime 4KT, Blanco, and Conquest, both cut out of the lobby. Toot sweet. 7 eliminations for them though, but it is unfortunate. It would have been a very, very good start for them. Playzone is already on the move here. Might be time to reevaluate though, because with all of these performances that Slime 4KT have exhibited here, they haven't gotten. Ooh, Tribe Warriors eliminated. Wow, fresh off the boat. But they can afford to get eliminated at this stage. They can easily afford it. And the play zone is closing out once again. It is closing down. Moves towards the eastern side. And now Aurora, Mazor, Four Miracles, TERRORSIX, Arc, Limitless, I believe. And yeah, those teams will need to make those rotations. Because right now we still got 12 teams. That's still a lot of teams alive here. Placement points are not in effect just yet. A couple of seconds and still the play zone starts to move yet again. And everybody hasn't made their way. Anyone who hasn't made their way into the zone is going to have a long drive. LIMITLESS have their eyes on the prize here. They have their eyes set on putting teams into very scary positions here. Might be time to close them out. And they are looking very ideal though, with the way they have been making some moves. But it's very good, it's very ideal, it's very proactive with their rotations. Limitless on the front foot here though. 7 eliminations and the potential for a whole lot more. So Slime 4KT get eliminated there by Mazor. The numbers advantage coming in clutch yet again. And a little bit of a cornerstone, or rather corner pocket of the zone so far. Some rotations could have been avoided though, but alas, it is still part of the ecosystem. We so far, based off of what we've seen, S29 for Galaxy Esports with a sight line and a half. Looking for a way through. He's got Limitless to the right and NWAAR just up ahead. The rotation from this position is going to be all but treacherous. Ooh, that's a good spray, really. But too far to deal any lasting damage on Galaxy Esports. Galaxy, ooh, S29 gets caught out by Malik though. Limitless, they are putting in a shift here. You know, Ruthless Esports have been eliminated, so they have given a little bit of a space, a little bit of a gap on the top. An opportunity for anyone that wants it to take it away from them. For Strength and Limitless, looks like they want to be up to the task. For Miracles as well. They do have a couple of eliminations here, but is it enough to overthrow Ruthless Esports? Because you need to have at least 55 points to start having those conversations. Play zone shift has been shifting quite nicely towards the southern side. Limitless in trouble. They lose out. It's going to be Honored that is left. Malik is going to do his absolute best to keep his team alive here. The placement points have not started to add in just yet. We do lose another team though. This time it's TERRORSIX. They go out. And finally, Limitless will reach their limit, but not without putting some nasty points on the board. 8 eliminations is not a bad shout. It gives them a stepping stone into the final game. Because the goal is 56, but if Full Strength somehow manage to get this chicken dinner, then we are in for a special final game. We are in for a special final game. Well, spoke too soon. My with a shot on offset. For Strength potentially losing their main man, but Lil Boy will turn that around. That will be another elimination going the way of For Strength. They will now take over that top 2 position. They've snatched it away from Ruthless Esports. Now, how much of a gap can they now give going forward? Placements have started to count. So if they do get eliminated here, we'll add a little bit more spice to that leaderboard. For Miracles. For a chicken dinner here to put themselves into consideration as well. A chicken dinner from them, for them, will also be very, very elite. NWAAR, on the other hand, taking damage on every single corner. Doesn't look like they will be able to withstand the onslaught any longer. Baby will be the one to put an end to it. Why so serious? As they've added a couple of more eliminations to the game. LELENA goes back to the lobby. Aurora Esports still have Colby in the mix. Galaxy have been stopped in their tracks as well. We're down to 5 teams now. MAZOR up north trying to cause a little bit of commotion there, but can't seem to find their way through. But they do have 5 eliminations though. A chicken dinner here for them as well puts things into a very, very mild perspective. 4 Miracles, and why so serious? Only 2 teams with 4 players alive, Full Strength and full corners. Why so serious? Making that push into the zone from the northwestern side. They have been spotted though. Death Stare had to be very careful on that rotation. And he did manage to find his way inside of the zone, but not without taking a lot of shots from For Strength. But do they want to press this though? It would be ideal as they do not have the play zone. And so they are starting to make that push for it. Will they be able to deal with the guys from Why So Serious? That's a fantastic grenade onto 4 Miracles from Lord. Haven't done enough. There is more to be done here. Hughes with a shot deep into the smoke manages to connect a couple there. And that could be the opening they are looking for. Babies in the corner, taking hits again. Kuz, oh, he peaked a little bit too long. And he's instantly tossed to the ground there. But fortunately for him, there's still a little bit of ground to cover between the knocker and the knock key. Little boy. It's all left to him now and Offset. Goblin spotted by Aatrox. Mazor. I mean, Mazor, 4 miracles and 4 strength. These are 3 teams that are having a battle for that top 2 position right now. It is open season for either of them. 4 miracles do have the numbers here, but they do have a man that's been knocked away. But fortunately, looks like he will not be knocked away for long. Pressure is on again. It looks like the angles might be on again. More strengths looking for a way to cool their heels here. They're up to 11 eliminations though. A chicken dinner with this is going to make for some uncomfortable conversations at that top draw though. We're going to see if that is going to be the case. There is a draft, a chance for a shift in the momentum here. Aurora still have a player alive that could spell danger for any of these 2 teams if they're not aware of him. There is Colby as well. Colby has been spotted, and I believe that will be the job done by Sphinxy. And that is going to be 9 eliminations for 4 miracles. 4 miracles showing exactly why they are PMAC finalists. And they've started to show dominance once again. We can add a couple more here. We'll turn things around. Rich goes down. The little boy could have, like, may have capitalized on this, but Offset peeks out too long. He's getting knocked away as well. All about little boy now. He's the last one left for 4 strengths. 4 miracles circling back. Grenade and a shot to close out. 4 miracles get the chicken dinner. And I believe they got out with 11 eliminations or 12. 11 eliminations and a chicken dinner to boot for 4 miracles. Yeah, we're going to go down to the wire. We are going down to the last game. It's Goblin, Wraith, and Sphinx putting in the work to give you those eliminations, and it is absolutely well deserved. Absolutely well deserved for 4 miracles. They put in a masterclass performance there. They did exactly what they needed to do. They showed levels, they showed consistency. 6,200 in heals, 33 assists. Yeah, like I said, the Rondo game as well, we're going to have the most of it though. 3 grenade eliminations, 3 vehicle eliminations as well. Well, that is one for the books. But tying off against 4 strengths, you can see chicken dinner was the separating factor between these 2 teams. 11 eliminations apiece. Four Miracles did a little bit more though. They were twisting the knife just a little bit more in there though, to show, you know, how dominant they can be. Almost roughly 2k in damage points. Four Strengths managing to pull 1600. You know, pretty solid performance all around for both teams, but Sphinxy was the one to snatch that MVP badge off the rails for Four Miracles. 5 eliminations, roughly 900 in damage points, 3 knocks as well. It is the game. But take a look at that. Sphinxy finishes up strongly with 5. We saw Kus in second place with 5 eliminations as well. Goblin with 4 eliminations. Mazor have Logic with 4 eliminations, and King Spider with 3 from Slime for KT. But taking a look at that leaderboard, 21 points for Four Miracles, 17 for Four Strengths, and Mazor with 9, Limitless with 8, tied with Why So Serious. Aurora tied with 4KT at 7. LELENA, NWAAR, and TERRORSIX Wakanda all sharing 3 points apiece. Galaxy with 2, Ruthless Esports and Zen Esports 1 apiece. Tribe Warriors, unfortunately, no points in the game for them. Nova Legion, an exit team, also in the mix here, getting the job done, but unfortunately not this time around. And then the MVP race continues, as you see. Who is currently in charge, being Sun Yin Woo, 24 eliminations. And Logic from Mazor still trying his best to chase. He has caught up in the damage sector, but he's still lacking heavily in the eliminations. And it doesn't look like unless he secures about 8 in the next game, looks like Sun Jin Woo has done the job. Kus with 16, 14 for Mandarin from Tribe Warriors, and Sphinxy finally breaking into the top 15. Tribe Warriors looking very, very comfortable, 86 points. With that, it doesn't even matter anymore. I don't think they can get caught or overthrown by Four Strengths, but that performance puts Four Strengths in the driver's seat. 67 points as well for Four Miracles. They got the chicken dinner, but again, Four Strengths has been significantly a little bit more consistent than them. Ruthless Esports with 57, Limitless Esports with 50, Mazor with 49, 43 for NWAAR, and LELENA with 42. Big games so far. Slime maintain 9th, and this would be the last game, the last opportunity for them to get into the top 8, so at least they get a chance to play in the last chance qualifier. Same thing with Aurora Esports and Why So Serious. Zen Esports doesn't look likely for them unless a chicken dinner, but Exit, Galaxy, TERRORSIX, and Arc Nova. Can one of them play spoiler in this last game? Well, only way to find out is to stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It is La Coupe d'Africaana Season 3, and we'll be right back after the break to bring you the last game of the group stage. It's Miramar action. Don't go anywhere.
At the 10 and 8E Campus Game Fest right here in Port Harcourt. It's games, music, networking, and non-stop fun. The best part is it's all free, and if you're seeing this, your campus can be next. everyone, I'm Jindu. I'm the winner of Just Dance game, and I want to use this medium to appreciate Monster Energy Drink and NNSE. Welcome to the Pioneer edition of the 10NET Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of today is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC25 tournament. But it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamala Ferwina. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80 and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Ola Ali, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game, and I've been moving my body. And yeah, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to UI bigger and better. Mission.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is La Coupe d'Africaana Season 3, and we are here. Last game of the day. Who's making it into the grand finals, and who is going to at least stay in the top 8 for the draft? We're about to find out. I mean, that last leaderboard we saw was something different. We're going to see if there's going to be more to be done here. It's a good playing path though, from the east to the southwest. But we'll see who is going to come out on top. It's anyone's game really, but I think outside of Tribe Warriors and their performance so far, I think the job is already done for them. It's now a matter of by what margin. Tribe Warriors, 86 points, too far out. Oh, they're taking hits again. Luffy getting knocked away. This is not the experience I was expecting, for being honest. But there's still a Took some ground to cover. Oh wow, what a shot. Son Yun Woo. Was that Winchester? It was. It was actually a Winchester. Getting the job done. You know, hardly ever see a Winchester in action. Try again, falling short. A little bit concerning though, but I think they've done just enough to not be too worried, right? Because there's no way Force Strength and Four Miracles are going to share, 20 points apiece. So, but Sun Jin Woo has been stopped dead in his tracks. And that will be the end of the road for him. Tribe Warriors down to 2 now, and Nova have been stopped by Exit Esports relatively very early again. Ruthless Esports have started quite nicely. I think it was they did catch one of the guys from Zen Esports, an early draft, an early shift as well, but it's a good start for them because they need all the points they can get. They have been pushed to the side by Four Miracles and Four Strengths. This was the game they need to find your footing back in. Will they be able to find it? Well, we're about to see for ourselves if that is going to be the case. A little bit of a downpour that we've seen for the Miramar games. It always turns out a little bit differently than the rest of the other games, though. Gives you a different perspective as to how you want to, make your rotations, mark your territories again. Ooh, he ran out of bullets. MAZOR, not a team that can afford to make any mistakes. Goblin putting the screws to them. We're going to also keep our eyes close on that top 8 position as well. LELENA, NWAAR, Slime 4KT, AURORA, Why So Serious, all in the conversation. MAZOR losing out to Sphinx. Another player biting the dust. The dust. 2 eliminations now for Goblin. There's ample time to look over your shoulder to make sure that objects in mirror are not closer than they appear, because at this stage you have to do it right. Everything has to be done right. You can't really afford to make too many concessions at this stage of the tournament. Right now, Four Miracles already looking very, very, very good. They have broken the silence with 2 eliminations. I mean, in an ideal world, they still have the chance to finish, top, to finish in first place. That is provided Tribe Warriors secure no more points going forward, which is actually quite likely, seeing as they've lost 2 of their players relatively very early. And they are deep in the south. They are currently sitting in Minas Gerais, haven't moved an inch. Galaxy have tried, to put things together in the past couple of games, but it just hasn't been working out. You can see their strategy, but it just always looks out of touch, right? It always looks like they are trying to, it always looks like they're trying to take on a little bit too much all at once. Right now there is ground to cover. Limitless as well, also being one of the teams in the running, in the contention of getting inside of that top 2. But they need to start very, very quickly. They're yet to secure any eliminations. In an ideal setting, they would have secured some already. In the previous game, they started quite nicely, adding more and more as the game progressed. But, it's Miramar now. The tangent is different. The trajectory is very different. Strategy applied. Could still rumble things around though, but looks like Zen Esports have been called out here. That's an M249, and it actually did connect East with an M249 spray from a distance, managing to connect the dots against one of the players from Zen Esports. And this would have been a perfect opportunity for them to capitalize on this, but I think they're aware that LELENA and a chance for a third party could ensue here, and it will change everything. LELENA come through. Speak of the devil, they will be getting them dropped off after all of their hard work. Doesn't look like we'll see it through. Fee East really thought he had time, but Zen Esports will be eliminated, and that is the end of the road for them in La Coupe de Africana. They will not be advancing any further. They do not make it into the top 8. LELENA finally getting a breather for eliminations. TERRORSIX as well, they are on the receiving end. Tomas continues to add more to NWAAR Esports, further cementing them inside of that top 8, making it harder and harder to breach. No, TERRORSIX have an idea of theirs here. Looks like they might want to close out the angles here. 4 Miracles setting their sights now onto Slime 4KT. If they can eliminate 4KT, the job will be done here. And it looks like the job might have just been done. Slime 4KT down to just 1 man. If he gets eliminated, that will be the end of the road. Slime 4KT will be out of La Coupe de Africana. That is a hit from Sicko to make sure that everything works out the way he planned it. NWAAR did lose out here. This would have been a perfect opportunity for any of those teams sitting at the bottom, outside of the top 8. This would have been a perfect opportunity for them to leap out, to leapfrog, get on top of things. But we will see if they will be able to maintain their disposition. It is a good position that they've held so far, though. Ooh, Conquest gets a Super Ball knocked away. He does get the flush as well. Manages to hold on the line just a little bit more. TT Sexy with a fantastic grenade. Is he gonna press? Oh, job well done. Job well done for LELENA. 3 eliminations, 3 points added for NWAAR. Now they have to pray that Slime 4KT, Why So Serious, Aurora, none of these teams, they need to pray that none of these teams have a way better game than they've had so far. Because if they do, that top 8 spot will be snatched away from their fingers. We're heading into phase 4 of the circle now. Couple of minutes onto recourse, but it is something that we've seen time and time again. There is a lot of ground to cover, a lot of positions as well, but LELENA with 6 eliminations, and MAZOR have been eliminated as well, currently sitting in 6th. I mean, a good performance from LELENA, and any other team as well can also see MAZOR get pushed out of top 8. That would be the worst draft. Mithra eliminated. Tribe Warriors go out yet again empty-handed. No points on the board for them. Kid. Ruthless Esports. Could they turn this around? They do. They have broken into the 60s, but they still have a mountain to climb in terms of racking up eliminations. We're down to 10 teams, 32 bodies frozen, looking to make quick work of that angle. Power Baby actually pulling up from behind. Shakid goes down. That is not what I was expecting at all, but Frozen will make quick work of that. They're up to 5 eliminations now. They've lost your kid, and that may haunt them in the future. We take a look at that. 2nd place to 5th place are still fighting for it. LELENA still in the mix here. We've got 7 eliminations, a chicken dinner. Could turn things around somehow. But 4 Miracles cannot afford to lose out at this stage. And it is very unfortunate that 4 Strength have not secured any eliminations, and they already started to lose out to Aurora. And this might be the game that Aurora uses to ruin the mood for some of these teams sitting above them. As you can see, their sideline on 4 Strength. 4 Strengths have played significantly very, very slow, and Olsen pulls up the scene as well for LELENA, steals that one out, and now the grenade comes. The onslaught continues. Roshi goes down courtesy of TD Sexy. LELENA's trying to circle back. Zetsu peeks out, he goes down as well. That's a beautiful shade off from Lil Boy with the UMP, and Offset goes down as well. Zetsu follows suit. 4 Strength not stopping. Colby now going in for the spoils, but he's also taking damage. Lil Boy spotted, dropped off. 4 Strength will be eliminated, and now 4 Miracles, all they have to do is stand guard. All they have to do is stand guard and hold on to that top 2 position, and the place in the finals will be theirs. Swinksy has a sideline on exit team right now. He might be able to capitalize on it. Conquest gets a captain from TERRORSIX Wakanda knocked away again. Slowly but surely, looks like Slime is climbing up. It's not looking like much. It's not looking like a lot of ground can be covered there. LB spotted as well by 4 Miracles. TERRORSIX down to their last Hail Mary, their last player. There's only so much you can do though. His position has been compromised. The moment he peeks out over that hill, it will be curtains for him. 4 Miracles need to add more. They need to make sure that they are untouchable here. Ruthless Esports. 5 eliminations. Are they going for the chicken dinner? That is the only thing that guarantees a win here. But even at that, 4 Miracles could still be a spoiler. 4 Miracles have 4 eliminations so far. They have a lot of ground to cover. That's another sumptuous grenade. LB's been spotted. They probably know where to launch the grenade now. Ooh, water bombardment of assault frag grenades there. The third one to follow suit takes another hit. It takes him over the top. Goblin finally making sure the work is done. Aurora, on the other hand, is also taking damage. Roshi's the one has been knocked away. And let's not forget, LELENA is in here. They've got 8 eliminations. They are creeping up. And they are looking for a high stakes finish here for 4 Miracles, ahead of 4 Miracles. But 4 Miracles still very much in the conversation, still have 4 players alive, still sitting in the southwestern corner of the zone, haven't had a reason to move about just yet. We're down to 7 teams, 22 players. And I know that 4 Miracles, their hearts are in their mouths right now as the play zone continues to shift and close out. It is now a matter of seeing where the zone closes out from to see if there is going to be a chance for things to divvy up. And it does move. The play zone has shifted. 4 Miracles are no longer in the zone. Exit Esports as well. Slime 4KT and LELENA. It is only Limitless, Ruthless Esports and LELENA that are inside of the zone right now. 4 Miracles cannot afford to lose at this stage. They need to see this game all the way through. So they will not start doing a whole lot of math. We're about to see Honored and the rest of the guys from Limitless advance. Limitless, unfortunately, have been very, very quiet in this game, and I believe that is what is going to hurt their chances of advancing forward. Right now, they are going to be circling back towards the southeastern side. Oh, looks like Limitless wanna capitalize on this. Malik is looking for a way around, but he can't seem to find one. Exit team have found themselves at the summit of the hillside as well, looking to make sure that they close this down once and for all. Kobe spotted by Olsen. Another one will bite the dust. LELENA continuously adding more and more numbers here. And this is something we've seen from LELENA, right? Last game of the day or final zone or final circles, they are very, 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 very capable of handling the pressure when it comes to the end game phases. And we're starting to see why that makes them one of the strongest teams so far. But now the job is only halfway done. Vinny gets knocked away there by Fleek. Ruthless adding numbers as well. LELENA looks like they might be in trouble. Are trying to circle back. Exit takes a hit as well. They lose 2 in the little bit of a scruffle that just went down, but that will not deter them. Roshi might be getting knocked away. That's a fantastic grenade from Olsen. But that is not enough. It is not enough to sway the mind. It is not enough. Olsen with the Molotov, perfectly launched. Rosen goes down as well. Honored and Limitless. Working back-to-back shifts here. It is only Aurora Well, I spoke too soon. They've been eliminated. They had 3 eliminations to the good, and the job is done for them. They will not make it to the last chance qualifiers. It is all left to exit team now. And Slime 4KT. Can they turn it around? And 4 Miracles are breaching the summit there. You can see they are trying to make light work and quick work of this position. But it looks like Limitless will be no match. Honored goes down as well. That is going to be the end of the road for Limitless. Doesn't look like they're going to advance any further. 46 will hold the zone for as long as he can, but there's not enough points to be gotten to chase 4 Miracles out of that top spot. And if they get a chicken dinner, it looks like they might even be able to, get into the 80s, with Tribe Warriors. That's going to be an interesting conversation to have. But that is unless LELENA have something to say about it, because they're currently now staying in 53. 4th rank still in 3rd place and they have been eliminated a while ago. That's to show you the intensity of the competition at this stage. Slime still have a man in charge here. Conquest playing off in the south. Playing it slow and steady, allowing all the other teams to lock into each other. Another grenade over the top. Felia almost getting knocked away there. Des for exit team. Interestingly enough, exit team actually picked today of all days to rise to the occasion. Ruthless now adding yet another one to their ranks. 6 eliminations now, but it's still not enough. They need to make sure they stop 4 Miracles. They need to make sure the job is done. Failure spotted again, knocked away by Olsen, and is down to Vinny. Vinny will be the last player for the exit team, and it's 2 players actually. Ooh, Olsen peaks again. Fleeke gets him knocked away. Ruthless Esports on the front foot here. They're looking like they might want to capitalize on that mistake, but they can't forget it is not about them anymore. They need to make sure they stop 4 Miracles in their tracks. Ruthless Esports can't seem to find that opening. LELENA as well. 12 eliminations, a master class shift, but is it too little too late? The summit buildings here, the corners being held by Ruthless. I mean, this is looking very, very treacherous. If they can get a chicken dinner, that could be a very different conversation. Wraith goes down, drops another one, and that's going to be the end of the road for Limitless. They came, they fought, they conquered, but that is going to be the end of the road. Conquest has been spotted, but nah, he doesn't look like he will make it. That is going to be the end of the road for Slime 4KT. They did their absolute best, but it was just not enough. They are out of La Coupe d'Africana. They will crash all the way out. And now it is down to just 4 teams. Senior goes down. Sphinxy traded off again. Exit causing commotion onto the other corners. Fleeke with a sight line and a position to die for, but hopefully he doesn't die in that position. Goblin has been spotted out by Lucan. He goes down as well. Exit team. They're looking very confident in their approach, but there are only 2 players in the mix. Grenades from Lucan over the top side. It's not enough. It's too far out. He's going to try again or get a better angle. Olsen is there again, but this time he will be on the receiving end of those bullets. And here comes Lucan, circling back and forth. Exit team looking very confident. They're trying to break the lines here, but it's not looking like it's going to be the case. 4 Miracle on the front foot. They can't afford to make any mistakes. LELENA continuously pressed the advantage from the ground up, but it doesn't look like they're going to be a let up all the way through. Exit continuously as well, trying to make their way up this summit, but Ruthless Esports have it down lock and key, and they are trying to make sure that no team finds their way up here. P-Tax is playing off the left hand side. He hasn't compromised his position just yet, but they will try again to circumvent that position. He's been spotted. That could be part of the plan. Fleek plays behind as well, and a more pressuring shot coming through. TT Sexy goes down, and a trade-off. Now that's another one biting the dust. LELENA getting plucked like chickens one by one, feather after feather. P-Tax been spotted. That might be third body for Ruthless Esports. It is the job well done. 10 eliminations, but still 4 Miracles thrive. 4 Miracles still alive. Grenade over the top now from Frozen. He's trying to shut this down. Goblin makes sure that he can't circle back. Vinny's been spotted, and he circles back again by Senior. And Ruthless Esports about to close this down any moment from now. Goblin peeks out again. Vinny tries for the second. Rich gets the angle on him, almost getting him dropped away. Is anybody's game at this stage? Ruthless Esports need to make sure they stop 4 Miracles from clutching any further points. The only way they do it is to stop them. They have to make sure, they have to know. Frozen is on the front lines, and here comes Rich now trying to break the lines. Goblin plays off the left hand side. Beautiful smoke cover coming through, but they can't seem to find the angles. But Rich is exposed, and he's feeling very poor now, and that will be the end of the road. Ruthless Esports, they may have just done it. Exit now taking another hit. Lucan falls as well. Vinny looking for his absolute best in a 1v3, but it doesn't look like much is going to come out from this, and Ruthless Esports will take the chicken dinner. But did they do enough to displace 4 Miracles and get the top spot for the finals of La Copa Africana? Woo! 14 eliminations and a chicken dinner. Did Ruthless do enough? Did they do enough? Whoo! Man, if 4 Miracles don't qualify, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt them real bad. Frozen putting in the work. 4 eliminations for him. Fleek MVP, 6 eliminations on his own part. Senior with 3 and Shakid with 1. And a plethora of points going at the dome here for Ruthless Esports. Could this be the performance that they were looking for? 8,700 in heals, basically the same as Rondo, if not more, or roughly not too far out. 29 assists, 62 knocks, 3 grenade eliminations, no vehicle eliminations. And what a time to be alive. What a turnout it was. Take a look at that. LELENA and Ruthless Esports going band for band here. But that chicken dinner just put Ruthless Esports a bit out of reach there. LELENA put in a masterclass of a shift, but it was just too late for them. And it was just unfortunate. They couldn't hack it. And that's going to be the end of the road for, not necessarily the end of the road, but you know, no finals for them. But Fleek, yes, yet again MVP. Ruthless Esports, 1,200 in damage points, 7 knocks to follow through. He put in a hell of a shift, and he turned this around for Ruthless Esports. But was it enough to get them across? Was it enough to get them over the line? Well, we're about to find out. Let's take a look at the rest of the MVPs though. Olsen for LELENA, still in the conversation by game 8. But Goblin and Wraith also in the conversation for 4 Miracles did they get that miracle? Senior was also in there, 3 eliminations and 3 assists. And that puts things into more perspective, you know, for some of these teams that and what we've seen so far. But right now, 24 points. Whew, 24 points. LELENA with 16, 4 miracles with 14. Oh, that is still a lot of points for 4 miracles, though. That is still a lot of points, if we're being honest. That is still a lot of points. Exit team with 12 points, probably their best performance in the entirety of this group stage. Slime 4KT with 5. Unfortunately, if they had gotten 4 more points, they would have been in the top 8. But unfortunately, it was not going to be. AURORA with 4, LIMITLESS with 3, NWAAR with 3 as well, TERRORSIX also with 3, Galaxy with 2, Why So Serious also with 2, 4 Strengths with 1, Tribe Warriors all the way down to Zen Esports, no points in this game. And let's take a look at the overall MVP. Son Yin-woo, 24 eliminations and 3,300 in damage points. Fleeke doing significantly way more damage than him, over 1,000 more. That puts things into perspective. I'm going to love to see if these two are going to be in the finals going head to head. But MAZOR did have Logic in there as well, and Senior from Ruthless Esports joining Fleeke, and then 4 Miracles having Goblin in the conversation. So it's really Goblin versus Fleeke and Senior who is going to come out on top. Oh, Ruthless Esports. Oh my word. Oh my goodness, they tied, and the chicken dinner tiebreaker reigns supreme. 4 miracles, tears in their eyes. They crash into the last chance qualifiers. Tribe Warriors maintain beauty in first place with 86, but Ruthless, oh my goodness, that chicken dinner and eliminating 4 miracles the time they did was the deciding factor. And I said it, they had to do it, and they did it at the right time. Tied at the points, but Ruthless Esports, that chicken dinner gives them the edge over 4 miracles, and 4 miracles unfortunately will be relegated back to last chance alongside 4 strengths, LELENA, Limitless, MAZOR, and NWAAR Esports. On the other side, we will be waving goodbye to the rest of these teams that will not be in the last chance qualifiers. It is going to be Slime 4KT, AURORA, Why So Serious, Exit, and Zen with Galaxy, TERRORSIX, and Arc Nova. Unfortunately, it is the end of the road for these teams. They put up a fight. At least none of them crashed out midway and gave up on the tournament. You gotta respect it. They put up a masterclass performance, but back-to-back chicken dinners from Tribe Warriors, averaging 53 points between 2 games. That was all they needed to do to get themselves across the line. Erangel saw 4 miracles snatch it away, and they almost snatched it away again in Miramar, but Ruthless Esports said not this time, and the job was done in pristine fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Ruthless Esports and Tribe Warriors. They get their hands on that slot to the finals. What a performance. Job well done. See them in the finals, and we will be spamming W's in the chat for them. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, it is LACOB Africana Season 3. Brand new group up tomorrow. So stay locked in. We'll see you guys same time tomorrow. And surprise, surprise, new action, new set of teams, new chaos. Who's going to take the final slot for Group C? Tomorrow we're going to have the likes of 3 Crown Esports, O3 Brothers, the names you love to hear, Foul Play, so many others, all locked in. So we'll see you guys same time tomorrow for more PUBG Mobile action and more LACOB, brought to you by Monster 1080, production by Wiser Esports. See you same time tomorrow.